Welcome back to Low Country Spotlight. Now, I have been so excited to bring on our next guest. You probably know her if you live anywhere in the Tri-County area. She specifically, though, is Miss Somerville, USA. I've crowned her that. Her name is Penny Folden. She does so many things, and what impresses me so much about Penny is that she does it with such a wonderful demeanor. She's got a great spirit about her. She's so community and civically minded. She's very family oriented, and she's a great office manager over at the Murphy Law Firm. So welcome to Low Country Spotlight.
I don't know how to follow that. That was very sweet.
You're just supposed to take it all in.
Yes,
take it all
I
in.
am.
Take it all in. I just think that you're the person that every community needs.
Well, thank
from
you.
the standpoint of someone that is focused on making the community better, someone who is focused on having a good life and having a good time, and professionally minded as well, because you were just a person to watch,
yes,
last
that
year.
was fun.
How what created you other than the
Well,
Lord
let
and
me
Jesus
tell you,
and all that?
From birth, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, she lived with us. Her motto was always treat people how you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And we lived by the golden rule. And I think, honestly, even back, 16 years ago when I was at the solicitor's office and I was a victim's advocate, whether it was a defendant that was, had charges against him or the victim, I always felt like people deserve to be treated with the same respect, whether you're mopping the floor or you're the person in the picture on the wall where you are. Yeah. And I think that's how I live daily is no matter who this person is, treat them how I would want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And I think that has just enabled me to meet so many wonderful people. Two of my very best friends, Chris and Maite Murphy, we all worked at the prosecutor's office together back in 1998, which seems can't believe it.
You're only 21 years
old. I know.
I'm
only 21,
happened,
so I
whatever.
don't know how that happened. But 7 years there with Maite, we worked violence against women grants. We worked with, very serious cases, and I think it just helped me. What I learned under her, now she's a judge. I mean, she's moved on to bigger and better things, but then 7 years into that, her husband and her decided to open a private practice, and they brought me with them. Never, ran a private practice, and they said, we're going to teach you everything you need to know. And that just, there's never a day that I wake up and I do not want to go to work. I eat, breathe, and live my work. But I feel like it's not only a 9-to-5 job, it's a ministry in that you're helping people. It might not always be the same way I used to help people, but in essence, there's always people there that need some sort of help. They're buying a house. They need help with just getting through a contract or just some advice. And I can't give legal advice. So I go to Chris and I'm like, what should we do? And he's like, what I would, tell him. And we've just worked together for so long. We're a great team. We have great staff. And it's just amazing. I love what I do.
And that is, again, what impresses me so much about your professional life. But then your personal life, girl, I'm one of your stalkers. I stalk you on Facebook and on Instagram. I mean, I know you're getting something done to your kitchen right now. I know your husband hurt his finger.
This is all,
How do I know all of this? Because you're just one of, I'm one of your fans. And again, as I said in the beginning, I think you're a person that each community needs. Talk to us about why you think it's so important to be so involved with the community.
Well, I think, and it's what I tell my children, I'm like, you can live somewhere, you can wake up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, and go to sleep. But if you're not about your community, people want to complain, this is going on, why isn't this different? Same thing in your kids' schools. They should do this or they should do that. And I'm like, it's easy to talk. It's easy to say those things. But if you want to make a difference, you get out there and you do it. Because I feel like it's just like, anything. If you're going to complain about it, you better be ready to step up and make a change and do something about it. And I think that's what, just in my life, my husband coaches and we volunteer and do a lot of things. And I just want to be a part of it. It's fun. I don't want to be one of these, I feel like, God, I'm getting old, but I am young at heart and I want to stay young. So I feel like the more active we are and showing our kids how to give back, whether it's Miracle League or it's volunteering, doing just anything, I want them to know the same community spirit that I do, and getting involved and making sure you can help make a change in something. If you see something going one way, get in there, get involved, and you might be able to help mold it into a different. I think that's how I've just I'm kind of like the cheerleader.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been a cheerleader, and I feel like that's my lifestyle. You know, especially like in my marriage with my kids. You know, and there's times when I need my own cheerleader. And so I have my girlfriends and, you know, my field partners that I work out with every day. If I didn't have this core group of friends or my husband or my parents or any, you know, I need cheerleading too for me. But I want to be that person that cheers people up, my smile. I don't want to, you know, I just want to help people do better. And I feel like if I get involved and stay involved and don't just 9 to 5 it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's just not, I've never been my lifestyle.
Yeah. So you
know?
said a couple of things. One is be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Get in there and make some changes. And one of the other things, you're kind of the reason that I joined FIA because, you know, as I said, I see you online and all of that, and I saw your presence, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. It took me a minute to get there, but now that I'm there, I am firmly planted. In our FIA group the other day, you said something that it made me laugh, but I was like, you know, I need to tell my husband this. You told the story about being in church and the pastor asked the question. Please tell that story for our viewers.
Yes, we were in church on Sunday, and the pastor said, have you been on Facebook more than you've been in prayer? And my husband said that there was like a light that like, was like, came down on me and the pew, and because he knows I'm a social media fanatic. I love it. I have nothing to hide. I put my life out there, and what you see is what you get. Yeah. And so he said, you know, that really struck me, and I said, okay. Well, I looked at him. I said, okay, I promise. Every time I click the F on my phone for Facebook, I'm going to say a prayer.
Yes.
But you know, but really, prayer for me is just daily. It's kind of like a conversation. It's not necessarily like I get down on my knees, but my thing is a conversation. And so I think I just need to be in more conversation. So
and I love that because you know, like you said, the conversation is the way that you communicate, and it could be, you know, each time I want to click, I'm going to have a nice thought about someone. I'm going to send up a request for someone. So that was, it really was like, I really get that because I'm like that too. So it was.
Well,
it was
and sometimes
very
I find myself just you know, like, Lord, do this or help me do this. But the praising more is what I need to be thankful for because I have healthy children, minus my husband cutting his finger. Yeah. We are so blessed with healthy lifestyles, and I think that's why we stay so active, because if we get sedentary and, you know, go home, you get depressed and you you know, you feel sorry for yourself. But I think if you get out there, get up, get moving, get busy, you know, get involved. Yeah. There's no reason for you to be able to sit back and feel sorry for yourself.
I agree. And you're involved in so many things. Just quickly, run down the list.
Well, let's see. FIA, Republican Women's Club here in Somerville. You know, active in, you know, the church, former youth, you know, ministers at our former church, former Junior Service League, which opened so many doors, and I met so many people. Yeah. But just volunteering, you know, if there's a spot I can volunteer. Right now, it's mostly mom.
Gotcha.
You know,
mom in charge.
Mom and wife and home renovation. So that's been kind of ruling our lives right now. But just, I love being involved.
Good. And I'm so happy to have you on here. We're going to have you to come back and chat with us some more, because again, there are people that I see that are doing it the way that I want to do it, or doing it the way I consider it to be right, and you're one of those persons.
Well, thank you. I love, Margie, you have so much energy. If you say you stalk me, I stalk you, because you are awesome. Thank you.
Oh, God. Thank you, Penny, for coming to Low Country Spotlight. Okay, listen, we will see you guys next week. Have a great week.